Welcome back to Chrome and Classics, where we breathe life back into legendary machines. Today we're diving into one of BMW's most celebrated M cars, the 2001 BMW E46 M3, an absolute gem from the early 2000s. This M3 boasts a naturally aspirated 3.2-liter inline-six that screams to 8,000 RPM. However, time hasn't been kind to many of these, and the one we picked up is no exception. With an ailing SMG transmission, cracked rear subframe mounts, and a tired interior, this M3 needs a second chance. Let's bring it back to its former glory. The acquisition finding an E46 M3 in decent condition is getting harder. Many have been thrashed on the track, abused on the streets, or simply neglected. Ours, a titanium silver metallic 2001 BMW E46 M3 with black Napa leather interior, a classic spec. The moment I laid eyes on it, I knew this car had seen better days. The SMG transmission was slipping, the rear subframe had visible cracks, and the cabin showed years of wear. But under all that neglect, the S54 engine still had fight left in it. The teardown we started by stripping the car down to assess the damage fully. The interior was in rough shape, torn leather seats, faded trim, and a failing headliner. Mechanically, the biggest concern was the SMG transmission, notorious for its reliability issues. The rear subframe had the common cracks that plague the E46 M3, something that needed immediate attention before it worsened. Underneath, the suspension components were worn, bushings cracked, and the brakes barely had any life left. Engine and transmission overhaul. The S54 engine was one of BMW's finest, but at over 150,000 miles, ours needed some love. The rod bearings, a known weak point, were replaced, along with the Vano system getting a full rebuild. Instead of sticking with the problematic SMG transmission, we opted for a 6-speed manual swap, bringing back the pure, engaging driving experience the E46 M3 deserved. The rear subframe reinforcement, one of the most infamous issues with the E46 M3, is the rear subframe cracking due to poor factory reinforcement. Ours had visible fractures, so we stripped the rear end, welded reinforcement plates, and fitted polyurethane bushings to ensure it would never fail again. Suspension, brakes, and wheels. To restore the M3's legendary handling, we installed Bilstein coilovers, upgraded sway bars, and refreshed all suspension bushings. The brakes were upgraded with a set of Brembo drilled rotors and performance pads, ensuring stopping power matched the M3's newfound agility. Finally, the car was fitted with OEM-style 67 wheels, refinished in gunmetal gray, wrapped in fresh Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. Interior restoration inside, we restored the black Napa leather seats, redyed the worn areas, and replaced the sagging headliner. The SMG shifter was swapped for a manual gear knob, and we fitted an OEM CSL Alcantara steering wheel for a sportier feel. The final touch? A Dynavan head unit with modern Bluetooth and Apple CarPlay integration. The final reveal. With everything dialed in, it was time to take the restored titanium silver metallic 2001 BMW E46 M3 out for its first drive. The manual transmission transformation completely changed the experience. Smooth, engaging, and far more connected. The S54 sang its glorious note. The handling was tight and the brakes instilled confidence. This wasn't just a repair, it was a rebirth of one of BMW's greatest M cars. Conclusion: restoring this E46 M3 was an unforgettable journey. From fixing its notorious weak points to bringing back its aesthetic and mechanical perfection, this project was a true labor of love. If you enjoyed this build, make sure to subscribe for more legendary restorations on Chrome and Classics. See you next time.